Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna, and today we are here with the amazing Beck Black. How are you doing?
Hello, Donna. I'm wonderful. Here at the beach on the East Coast right now.
It looks beautiful, and I see that you're wearing some very warm clothes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what's the current temperature there? Because I'm in Florida. It's cool here, but it's still pretty hot yet for me.
I'm in North Carolina, and it's supposed to get down to 30 degrees tonight. So I'm here for the sunset,
Aw.
trying to live the best life. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you brought me with you for the sunset.
Yeah, I'm in an area called Fort Fisher. It was the last naval blockade during the Civil War, and there's a lot of history here, and these beautiful wispy trees. So, and I hung out here a lot as a child. So I'm here with my mom right now and my friend, Justin.
Oh, awesome. Make sure you tell them we said hello, even though we don't see
I
them on
will.
camera.
They're in a gazebo somewhere, but
Oh. All right. Well, we love to start off with the most difficult question.
okay.
Okay. Tell us, who is Beck Black?
Beck Black is a character. She's a double alliteration. She's a musician. She's an actress. She's a filmmaker. She's a poet. She's my alter ego.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Becca Black. And Beck is my name, of course, shortened, and Black is my mother's maiden name. So Beck Black is also a band. It's a brand. It's like David Bowie, chameleon.
Beautiful. So I'm so glad you could join us because I had a chance to listen to Gotta Get Back to My Baby. Sorry, I did that again today. I was trying to tell someone else about the song and I just totally switched the words. I'm like, stop today.
I gotta get my baby.
Crazy Monday. Yes. Oh, so tell me the inspiration behind your new release, Gotta Get Back to My Baby.
I had just flown back from South by Southwest because I was performing in Austin, Texas. And the next day we recorded a video for Don't Call Me Darlin in Burbank. And I was commissioned by Warm Audio Microphones at the time to add to the Electric Cowgirl album because we had Don't Call Me Darlin. And so they said, we would love for you to write some more country songs. So maybe do like 4 and we'll record them. And I was just so inspired from being in Austin and doing the music video for Don't Call Me Darlin that the next day I was working on Ryan Murphy's TV show Nurse Ratchet, and I was playing an insane asylum patient. So I had a lot of downtime that day on the sets. So I wrote that song, Gotta Get Back to My Baby, while I was on set for the entire day of like 18 hours. So by the time I walked on, I had this melody in my head. And at the time, I really liked this one guy. And unfortunately, things didn't work out. But I guess he could have been considered baby for the inspiration as a muse. But by the time I finished doing the TV show that day, the song was written and it was done. It was one of the fastest songs I've ever written.
That was great. It's nice to know that you're doing something else and you get the inspiration, and it's always awesome to see when or where people are writing or getting that inspiration from.
Yeah, and something came to me like intuition. It's that this will be one of your biggest songs.
Oh, it's an awesome song, that's for sure.
Thank you. And then we went to New York City and recorded it. I had just recorded in Nashville, at I forget, Treasure Island Studios with Don't Call Me Darlin. But on this one, I decided I kind of wanted, as the Electric Cowgirl, which is a character of Beck Black. Um, I wanted to go to New York and record with this one engineer, and we just play all the instruments ourselves.
That's awesome. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
So now off of the latest EP, Electric Cowgirl, is there now obviously you love the song, but is this one like the one that you would say is your current baby, the one that you love the most right now? And they're all your babies, I get that, all of them deserve their own, day, so to speak. But is there anyone that you love more than the other right now, or?
I love Where the Trails Divide the best. And Electric Cowgirl, the EP, will come out next year. I'd like to add at least 2 more songs to it, maybe do a cover song of Patsy Cline or George Jones, He Stopped Loving Her Today. But I don't know what cover I would do. And I do have another song I've been writing called Bird on a Wire. Same title that Johnny Cash named one of his songs, and Leonard Cohen, but different melody. So I would maybe like to make the EP a little bit longer, but I think right now, where the roads divide, the trails divide is my favorite. It sounds like an old cowboy song from the 30s or 40s. And I also love He Won't Leave. And everyone that's heard that song, they said this is the hit. And that song has like some yodeling in it and everything like that, It's hard to
I
say.
know everyone's probably excited for it, I'm sure. For those who haven't heard it yet, for it to be released and everything. So looking forward to it for sure.
Thank you, Donna.
So tell me, who are some of the women that have inspired you?
Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Wanda Jackson. Connie Francis.
Beautiful inspirations. Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of
Absolutely.
men, Roy Orbison. I love Hank Williams Sr. and love Buddy Holly. Love Elvis. Excuse me. I need to have a sip.
No worries. As some people would say, that's the classics, if you will, And there's nothing wrong with loving everything from the old to the new to.
Exactly.
Yeah. So would you like to get into our 20 crazy questions?
I'm ready.
Okay. Tell me, do you have any guilty pleasure music?
I don't think so.
I was gonna say I didn't think you would have any. You're very open about your music, so I wouldn't presume that about you for sure. So today, your favorite song is?
I love the New York Dolls. I like trash. Don't pick it up. Don't throw your life away. Trash.
So that's today's favorite song. Tell me,
Yeah.
the best concert you've ever attended, or top 2.
I love the Monkees. I went and saw the Monkees. Unfortunately, Mr. Davy Jones wasn't there, but Mr. Mickey was singing and playing drums. And that was a great concert. Was hanging out backstage, met Dan Aykroyd at the buffet, and made friends with the legendary Rodney Bingenheimer, who's been spinning everyone from the Ramones to Blondie to Nirvana. He discovered Bowie, and from that night forward, Mr. Rodney Bingenheimer started playing me, and he was actually the first to play "Gotta Get Back to My Baby" on Sirius XM.
So exciting.
And
That's awesome.
And I think it's a rock song, but I wrote it to be country, but it's a crossover. Gotta Get Back to My Baby, which is good.
And
And
the fun part
was Al Green. The other best concert I went to was Al Green. I got to go backstage there too. My friend played in his band, so I got to see the Reverend, and he puts on an amazing show.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that's your song when you said that. Yes, it does cross over. I totally agree. I mean, it just has that, like that today's country is really more poppy. So it fits. I'm sorry. But yeah. So tell a recommendation of an artist or an album that we need to listen to before we die.
Mac DeMarco, Salad Days. Lonely days are gone. I'm a going home on the level. I mean, I really like his sound. It's the Silver Lake sound out of California. And I don't know, there's just something fun and light and airy about his music. He has a really crooner voice. And so I definitely would suggest checking out Mac DeMarco.
Awesome. Great choice. So if you won an award, who is the first person you would thank?
I thank God. Even though God's not a person, but I would thank God, because it's all about the universe and faith that keeps us in check and in line and in the direction we need to go to. And that to me is fate, so I would thank God first, and then I thank my mom. My mom would be the first person I would thank, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here today. Yep.
Absolutely. So tell us something on your bucket list.
Well, I really want to go to Egypt. I really want to sail the Nile and see Ramses pyramid and King Tutankhamun and Hatshepsut, which is the first female pharaoh. I really want to go to Egypt. See the Sphinx.
Funny that you said that. If you make sure you send me lots of photos, I'll make sure you have my cell number. Because yes, I don't do like collector plates and things like that, but my mother-in-law had some collector plates. She had given me these 3 for Egypt. So that's one of the 3 that I have. And I'm like, yeah.
Very cool.
So definitely would like to travel with you if I can't be there in person. Yeah.
Okay.
Send me some pictures. Oh, so tell me, favorite vacation spot?
Well, this is one of them. Mom and I really love the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I actually have a radio show on FM radio that broadcasts out of the Outer Banks, and that's adjacent to Bermuda. So we go there quite often, and we know the island really well, a lot of the locals, and mainly everyone rides around on golf carts there. It has one of the oldest lighthouses on the East Coast, and beautiful beaches, barely anybody on them. So we love to go fishing and everything like that. So that would be one of our favorite vacay spots.
Awesome. Have to agree. Beaches anywhere are awesome, and it's so nice when you have that quietness. We usually end up going to Key West when like no one else is there. And it's awesome. It's like not overcrowded. It's just able to enjoy the island and
so the crazy that show.
Yeah, right.
Cats jumping fiery in Key West.
Yep. Oh, there's lots of crazy stuff that goes on there. That's for sure. So,
yeah.
Tell me, books. Do you prefer paper, ebooks, audiobooks? What's your preference?
Paper, 100%. Right now, I'm reading mythological creatures from the Renaissance era. And it's stories about Merlin and Sir Gawain and the Green Knight and all kinds of fun things. And that's inspiring to me because I love writing about creatures and characters.
I'm sure it goes hand in hand when you're writing too, as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And I love the old way of speaking. It's inspiring. So using different words that we don't really use nowadays.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like the old way of speaking. It's quite interesting.
So do you have a favorite word? Like, like I love like some of the Elizabethan period and Shakespearean eras, like some of the words that, would never translate to today.
Behold. No one usually uses that anymore. Just, behold. I am here, for ye has come forth. And may the horizon set and be speaketh, methinks.
Oh, love it. So tell me, if they made a movie about your life tomorrow, who would you want to play you?
I'd want it to be called Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the film title. And for someone to play me, I want to play myself. Can I do that?
Sure, why not? Okay, but you as a kid will have to find some kid actor, throw them in there.
Oh, okay.
Or we could just make it cartoonish. That could be fun too. Yeah.
I would love to be a cartoon. That would be really fun.
Oh, all right. So, can you cook?
Sorta. Make a really good breakfast burrito.
And is that
And
your favorite meal to cook?
yeah, I like breakfast, and I love to cook Italian, like baked spaghetti and chicken parmesan, eggplant parmesan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So, favorite breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Which is your favorite? Like,
I like dinner because there's more variety.
mm,
Yeah, I do like dinner. There's something comforting about it. But lunch is always fun. I love going to diners,
mhm.
having like breakfast, lunch. So
Yeah.
I guess a little bit of everything.
Beautiful. So, do you have a game plan for zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, get on an island and take care of the zombies on the island. Hopefully, none of them will figure out how to drive a boat.
Perfect. I like that. I love that. That's much better than the other theory of going to Canada where it's really cold in the mountains because apparently they don't like snow. I
Oh,
found that out this last year, I guess. I'm guessing. So we've never seen zombie movies with snow. That's why.
oh, very interesting.
Oh, if I need to hide from the authorities, do you know a good hiding place?
Yeah, but I can't tell you where it's at because then it would be a secret, and everybody would hide there.
Well, that's good because hypothetically, if I came to you and said I need to get rid of a dead body, do we have a good place for that as well?
No,
Okay.
we. D-
All right. So I won't call you for the dead body. I'll just call you when I need to hide.
You can call me when you need to hide, for sure.
Oh. So did you always want to be in music or did you want to be something else when you grew up?
Oh, I don't. I never chose music. It chose me. I chose acting. I was 5 years old in elementary school, and they had career day, and I said, I'm going to be the president's wife, or I'm going to be an actress. And I said, I'm moving to San Diego, which is interesting. And then I ended up moving to Los Angeles after going to film school in North Carolina. And I graduated with a screenwriting degree to be a smart actor, was booked for film to play a sailor, and I wrote the song that became the theme. I'm just a sailor in the sea of love. I didn't know I could really write music. And then all of a sudden, music fell into my lap. And I joined a band, and the rest is history. So, an
Really glad
actress.
that you did that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because you have some amazing music. That's for sure.
I really appreciate that.
So tell us something that you're afraid of.
Dying.
So, would you go to karaoke with me?
Probably not.
That's a
I
good
don't like
answer.
it. I don't like it. I don't like singing like a step down or a step up. It's always changed because it has to be because of copyright.
Yeah.
Just not a big karaoke fan.
And that is absolutely fine. That's who you are.
I'd rather go
No,
bowling.
Okay, I'm in. I'm much better at that than karaoke anyway. So, oh, if you could be any person or position for the day, who would you want to be and why?
Someone still alive?
It could be anyone, someone alive, someone that's passed, whoever.
I have an affinity towards Mr. Dr. Martin Luther King, and I think if anybody, I would like to be in his shoes, and I wish we knew what we know now to stop that day that he was on the balcony in Alabama. And I would Martin Luther King, he was the most amazing man to ever be born. He did so much for world peace and for us to see all of each other. We're all brothers and sisters. We're all one underneath God. And I think Martin Luther King would be the person I would like to be, especially be more like.
That would be beautiful.
Because darkness can't take away darkness, only light can do that. Only love can heal. And his words help heal generations. And he made a movement. So Martin Luther King.
So, do you have any words of wisdom that you live by?
There's a quote that I wrote years ago. Universal truth must be explored. Love and death shall never be ignored. Live.
I like that quote.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. So, while you're enjoying the beach right now, what do you have coming up for 2023? Have some gigs planned or obviously the new EP?
A new EP, several singles for my rock career. I'm headlining the Viper Room. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm headlining the Viper Room on February 23rd for my birthday.
So awesome and happy birthday.
Thank you. Got to get ready for that. It's a lot to prepare for. I have to relearn how to play my songs. May sound a little weird, but it's been a while. And get back together with the band and see all my friends in Los Angeles and the Viper Room. It's a very historic place. It started out as a blues bar back in the 30s and 40s. I think even Robert Johnson played there. Johnny Cash played there in the 2000s. They're about to tear it down. It's about to have the wrecking ball because they're going to build a condo. LA needs more condos. That's the big plan. Then I'm going to Greece.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and I'm going to Istanbul. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be an adventure. I'm going to see a bunch of ruins and snorkel. And so there's a lot of adventure for next year in the cards. And hopefully record deals. And I just signed a licensing agreement to have my songs placed in film and TV. So hopefully some big things are happening, some change. Need some change. Really do. And I'm hoping 2023 is going to make that happen. I'm going to make that happen, but it's going to be a good year. I can feel it. Way better than this year. This has been a tough year. I don't know how you feel about it, Donna, but it's been a tough year.
For some reason, this year's been a challenging year. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's after the pandemic. I don't know what, but there's been quite a few challenges this year, more than meets the eye or people convey or whatever. But yeah, I've seen quite a few more than definitely.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to have to get you back on here next year when the EP comes out, and then we can share it out to everyone.
Thank you. I hope everyone subscribes on YouTube. I really need your numbers, to be honest. Like, labels won't even look at me. My dream label is Atlantic. And I was told by someone who works there, they said, you got to get your numbers up on YouTube. So if you guys would, go to beckblack.com or go to YouTube, Beck Black Music. Make sure you subscribe. Keep in touch. Comment. I'll write to you back. And keep in touch. I mean, it's all about community. That's what music's about.
Absolutely. So make sure you go check out we'll have the links in the description. Make sure you go check them out and subscribe. And we'll see you next time for another episode of Crazy Women Country. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, Dawn.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.